Did you just sign to her? The voice came from behind, firm, heavy, impossible to ignore. The shy black intern froze, his hand still lifted in midair. He had only meant to help a deaf guest feel seen. His heart raced. He turned slowly, and there, standing quietly with piercing eyes, was the CEO, the one man no one dared to disappoint. What the intern didn't know was that in this simple act of kindness, his entire future was about to change. The building's glass walls gleamed in the morning sun, casting golden reflections onto the bustling street outside. Inside, the lobby pulsed with polished shoes, echoing heels, and clipped conversations. Executives strolled with confidence, assistants clutched tablets, receptionists smiled with practiced charm, and then there was him, the intern. Young, quiet, shoulders slightly hunched as if he wanted to disappear. His dark eyes stayed fixed on the clipboard he carried, as though the pages held the only safe space in the room. He moved carefully, speaking only when spoken to, blending into the rhythm of the building. No one noticed him. And that was exactly how he thought it should be. The revolving doors whispered open, and a woman entered. She carried herself with grace, but her eyes darted quickly, scanning for direction. She didn't react to the receptionist's warm greeting, nor to the security guard's polite instructions. She kept walking, silent and focused. The receptionist leaned forward, puzzled, repeating herself louder. Still nothing. Finally, realization dawned this guest could not hear. A ripple of unease spread across the front desk. Employees glanced at one another, unsure of what to do. The lobby's constant hum seemed to grow louder. Yet around the woman, silence reigned. The intern watched from a few feet away, his heart tugging. He had seen that look before, the look of someone excluded by silence, stranded in a room full of voices that didn't reach them. His grandmother, who lost her hearing when he was a boy, had worn that same look. He knew sign language because of her. He had practiced for years, fingers fumbling at first, then flowing with ease. But here, in the middle of this grand lobby, in front of colleagues who barely knew his name, his throat tightened. He told himself, "You're just an intern." Stay out of the way. The guest's shoulders slumped as she tried to type something on her phone to show the receptionist. Frustration and loneliness radiated from her. The intern felt his palms sweat, his breath shallow. Then, as if moved by something stronger than fear, he stepped forward. He lowered his clipboard, raised his trembling hands, and signed. "Hello, can I help you?" The woman's eyes widened. Then they softened, glowing with relief. She signed back eagerly. "Thank you. I thought no one here could understand me." The intern's lips curved into the faintest smile, his hands moving more smoothly now. He asked what she needed, and she explained. They exchanged a few more sentences, the rhythm between them growing fluid. For a few brief moments, the chaos of the lobby disappeared. There was only connection, and for the first time since he arrived at the company, the intern wasn't invisible, but they weren't alone. From the second-floor balcony, behind a wall of glass, the CEO stood with his arms folded. His reputation preceded him, feared, respected, admired, and unyielding. Executives whispered about his temper, his standards, his uncanny ability to spot weakness. He had been on his way to a meeting when he noticed the scene below. He paused, watching closely. He saw not just the signing, but the courage it took for the intern to step forward when no one else had. His expression, usually stone, shifted ever so slightly. No one knew he was there. The receptionist, stunned, watched as the intern guided the guest with gentle patience. Other staff paused mid-step, their eyes widening. A few exchanged whispers. Some looked impressed, others jealous. The lobby seemed to hush, the usual clamor replaced by curiosity. The intern, oblivious, continued to sign, his shy smile slowly growing into confidence. He had no idea he was commanding the attention of the entire room, and then click, click, clicked out the sound of polished shoes on marble. The CEO descended the staircase slowly, each step amplifying tension. Conversation stopped. Heads turned. Employees stiffened. The air grew heavy. The intern froze mid-gesture, his heart hammering as he turned. The CEO's presence loomed, sharp as glass. He stopped right in front of them, his eyes locked on the intern, and then came the words that cut through the silence. "Did you just sign to her?" The intern's mouth went dry. His voice barely escaped. "Why, yes, sir. I thought—" She needed help. The CEO's eyes narrowed. He turned to the guest. Then, to everyone's shock, he lifted his own hands. His signs were smooth, practiced, fluent. "Welcome. We are honored to have you here." Gasps rippled through the room. The CEO knew sign language. He looked back at the intern, his voice steady, carrying weight. Most people in this room saw someone in need and chose to look away. "You step forward." That's what leadership looks like. The CEO placed a hand firmly on the intern's shoulder. "From today, you're not just an intern. You're an asset to this company." The guest smiled warmly, her hand signing one final truth. Kindness is the language everyone understands. And as the intern stood there, shy but now seen, he realized something he would never forget. Sometimes the quietest gestures echo the loudest in the halls of power.